All right. So, hello again, everyone. My name is Emily DeRosa. I am a recruiting specialist in admissions here in the Graduate School of Engineering at Northeastern. In today's 1 week, we are going to be covering our multidisciplinary programs. That includes our information systems bridge, software engineering systems, and data architecture and management MS programs. I'm joined by Kaylee Shikowski, as well as some of our graduate ambassadors. We have Neha and possibly another ambassador joining us in just a little bit. For the format of the presentation, I'm just going to go ahead and get started, cover some brief overview information about Northeastern and College of Engineering in general. I will then go ahead and hand it over to Kaylee to dive into all of the program information. We'll hear from our ambassadors, and then we will wrap it up with information about next steps, some application information. I do just want to point out that the Q&A feature is available. So if you do have questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to enter them there. Although sometimes what happens is a lot of the questions will end up getting answered as the presentation goes on. So please don't hesitate to enter any questions there. You might find they get answered through the duration of the presentation. And at the end, we will try to save some time for FAQ. I will go ahead and answer some of those questions as the presentation is going as well. So thank you again, everyone, for joining. On the agenda here, like I just said, this is kind of the structure that we will follow. And I'll start off by just giving a very brief overview of Northeastern as a whole. Northeastern is a top-ranked R1 research and experiential learning university. We're also ranked #1 in co-op and internships, which we'll touch on a little bit later on in the presentation. Northeastern is made up of 10 colleges and schools, College of Engineering actually being the largest of those. Northeastern has over 50,000 students total. We have degrees all the way up to the doctorate level, and $282 million in external research awards. Northeastern's main campus is located in Boston, Massachusetts, and we actually have 13 campuses across the globe. And some of the programs that we'll cover today are actually available on those global campuses, which you can see here in the next slide. These are the campuses that we have, excuse me, across the globe that house some of our graduate engineering programs. All of our engineering programs are available on the Boston campus, but as you'll see as we go forward, we do have some of our graduate programs available on these different campuses. The College of Engineering is made up of 6 departments. 5 of those are disciplinary engineering departments that house things such as bioengineering, chemical engineering, mechanical and industrial, civil and environmental, electrical and computer. And then our 6th department, which we are covering today, is our multidisciplinary engineering department. Again, just College of Engineering at a glance, so you could get a little bit of an idea of our student body. We have over 10,000 students in the college, and over 6,000 of those, almost 7,000, are graduate students. So they make up a majority of the college. And then just over 3,600 undergraduate students. Again, we have programs that are PhD level, master's level, which we'll be covering today, as well as bachelor's programs. We also have over 110 academic degrees, certificates, and minors. Over 403 full-time faculty and 245 tenure or tenure track faculty. And specific to the College of Engineering, $118 million in external research awards. We are ranked number 38 best engineering graduate school in the US and number 37 best engineering undergrad school in the US. And just a breakdown of those academic programs that we offer and just how many. As you can see, we have many, many master's programs and quite a few bachelor's and PhD as well. And then on the right-hand side is a breakdown of all of the graduate programs that are offered on those campuses other than Boston. So this will hopefully give you a better idea if there's a program of interest that you have and a campus other than Boston that you might be interested in exploring. We have those opportunities listed here. All right. And last but not least for me, for now, is our College of Engineering mission. As an academic institution, our main product is people. Our success is based on the quantity and quality of the people we produce. We produce transformative engineers, both students and faculty, with global impact. And I think that this will really hold true as you see a little bit deeper into these programs. And as you continue to explore Northeastern and the College of Engineering, this mission really holds true throughout. So with that, I will take a step back. I will go ahead and hand it over to Kaylee to dive into our multidisciplinary programs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Emily. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever in the world you may be joining us from. And thank you for attending this webinar to learn more about our programs and the amazing opportunities here at Northeastern University. So to briefly introduce myself, again, my name is Kaylee Shakowski, and I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Academic Operations for the Multidisciplinary Graduate Engineering Department, better known as MGen, as you will hear throughout our session today. And I'm based out of our Boston campus, and I'm really excited to be here with you. Thank you. And so to start, I would like to briefly introduce our amazing team of directors. So we have our executive director, Dr. Kalp Gara, who oversees all of our programs and curriculum. We also have our director, Dr. Marikla Parazzi, who oversees the MSIS Bridge and Data Architecture and Management programs. And we also have our director, Dr. Rolando Herrero, who oversees the Telecommunication Networks and Cyber Physical Systems programs within the MGen unit. Next slide, please. Thank you. So, our mission within the MGen department is that we really want to produce more effective software engineers who are substantially more capable than ever of addressing the needs of digital society in terms of time, cost, and quality. And we really accomplish this by focusing on software as a systems engineering challenge rather than a coding problem. And this is one thing that makes our programs very unique is that through our curriculum, we teach you how to not only be industry leading software engineers, but also leaders who understand the business requirements for what you are developing, managing, and overseeing as an engineer. Next slide, please. Thank you. So, through our programs, we turn a wide array of students into exceptional technical professionals. For those from more technical or traditional software engineering backgrounds, we have our information systems, data architecture and management, and software engineering programs. And then for those who are from less technical backgrounds or even those with zero technical background, we have our information systems bridge program. This program is designed to support you to your journey to tech. So, overall, our programs cater to students from a very diverse range of backgrounds, and we offer flexibility to support you no matter what undergraduate degree or professional industry you may be joining our programs from. And this is also a great way to build community too. You get to interact with folks from all different types of experiences. So, it's a really great learning opportunity in that way as well. So, there are many things that do make our programs unique and provide our students with the skills to succeed in the workforce. So, first, we integrate business and technology in our course teachings. This is critical because not only are your technical skills important, but your business and communication skills are equally important, if not more. And this is because, as an engineer, you need to be able to communicate your ideas to both technical and non technical audiences, which our curriculum will prepare you for. And another highlight is that most of our courses are taught by members of industry. This means that you get real time teachings in the classroom that reflect market demands. So the second you leave your program, you're prepared to enter the industry. And finally, another big highlight is that we put our students in the driver's seat when it comes to courses you select as part of your program. Most of our programs have very few core requirements, which we'll expand on a little bit later, meaning that you focus less on those core requirements and spend more time on the electives that interest you in your program. So I really like this graphic because it kind of summarizes who we are. So in summary, we're at the intersection of IT, business, and software, the core of our multidisciplinary approach. And with this approach is really what prepares our students to enter the dynamic workforce of information systems successfully. Again, because our programs prepare you to not only be technical, but also be skilled, soft skill wise as well. So, briefly, we'll cover looking ahead. So, we're really focused on teaching our students more effective software engineering techniques, again, leaning into building better models and understanding business needs, which leads to reduced need for coding. Also, focusing on, in demand topics like AI, crypto, and trust computing, and also more effective ways to build safety and security controls into software, which are more important now than ever as tech continues to grow and more companies are finding new ways to utilize it. So on this slide are highlights of what students say about our programs. As I briefly spoke to earlier, the flexibility in our curriculum, industry-leading faculty, and hands-on coursework really resonate with our students. What our students learn in the classroom has real-world applications, and we see that reflected in the positions our students hold after graduating and the feedback they share with us about how our programs help support them to reach those professional goals. So here on this slide, you'll see a sampling of job titles our graduates hold following the completion of their respective programs. And again, this is just a sampling. As you see at the bottom, there's many, many more titles our students hold. Because our approach integrates that technology and business, our students are prepared to hold many positions in the tech industry and are also ready to adapt with it as it continues to evolve and grow. So you can see that diversity in our job titles, which here range from full stack developer and business enterprise architect, all the way to IT auditor and business intelligence analyst. So, in summary, this is kind of a look at what you can expect from our programs. So, you can expect a wide network of faculty, again, with over 80% of them joining directly from industry, which again, they're bringing what industry employers are actually seeking directly to what they're teaching you in the classroom. A team of co op faculty to support your co op search and journey, a wide selection of elective options, and then also options to study year round with entry at most campuses in both fall and spring, and the ability to design an academic journey that reflects your individual goals through our curriculum. So, this is something that's really amazing about our programs and the network of students that you'd have access to through our programs. So, MGen has program offerings at 9 of Northeastern's campus locations across North America and growing. So, MSIS is currently offered at every site you see here. So, that means Boston, Seattle, San Jose, Toronto, Arlington, Oakland, Vancouver, Miami, and Portland. And then our information systems bridge program is currently offered at 7 of those campus locations. And then software engineering is offered at Boston and Arlington, and data architecture and management is offered in Boston and Seattle. So this provides our students with the ability to study at tech hubs all across North America, both the US and Canada, with each campus being unique, diverse, and filled with opportunities. So now I will provide an overview of each of our 4 programs featured during the webinar today. And first, we have our information systems program. So, the information systems program is designed to help you improve processes and solve complex challenges related to business and society. And the program really prepares students to go beyond programming as an information technology leader, delivering safe, secure systems that help solve some of the society's biggest challenges. And in the program, you'll learn how to solve problems and design groundbreaking software solutions that fit within the complexities of the business world and also solve the humanistic needs of the people who use them. So through our program, you're really learning how to integrate and build around people, which is so important because at the end of the day, that's the client and the user. So we really make sure to integrate that throughout our program. So the information systems program is 32 credit hours in total. And again, leading into that, we have that flexibility. The only core requirement is Info 5100, Application Engineering and Development, plus the lab. Then the remainder of the 32 credit hours come from elective offerings. 16 come from the Info course code, and the rest can be taken from CSYE, DAMG, Info, or Tele. So, putting you in the driver's seat when it comes to building a curriculum that matches your interests and goals. So, for example, if you're interested in being a full stack developer, you can pick electives that align with that career. Or say you want a mix of some data classes, some classes on AI, some software courses, and maybe even some telecommunication courses. In our program, you have the flexibility to do just that through picking your elective offerings. So next we have our Information Systems Bridge program. So the Bridge program is really designed for those with non-STEM or non-technical bachelor's degrees, or those who want to strengthen their technical backgrounds to enter the field of information systems. So through our program, you'll become a highly skilled problem solver, taking a seat at the table as industries continue to launch into a digitized future. And this program is 40 credit hours in total, which we will dive into on the next slide. So the Bridge program has three core requirements: Info 5001, Application Modeling and Design; Info 5002, Introduction to Python; and then Info 5100, Application Engineering and Development, plus the lab. So Info 5001 and 5002 will introduce you to coding languages, including Java and Python, and provide you with all the tools you need to succeed in your more advanced coursework in the program. We really take you step by step as you transition to tech through these first two courses, helping you every step of the way. And Info 5001 and 5002 must be completed in your first semester before progressing to Info 5100, again, because those courses are really preparing you to be successful in that more advanced coursework that you'll experience in the 5100 class. And as a bridge student, you will complete the rest of the 40 credit hours from elective offerings. 12 of your 28 elective credit hours, or three classes, must come from the list of restricted electives you see on the screen here. These were hand selected by Dr. Bagara and Dr. Perazzi, as they are best suited to support students coming from a non-STEM background. And there are 9 options in the restricted electives to choose from, still ensuring you have the flexibility to drive your curriculum choices to match your individual interests. And next we have our software engineering program. So our software engineering program prepares students for in-demand careers as software developers who are capable of engineering complex software systems for social impact. This program also shapes more technically advanced students to be intuitive problem solvers, experienced engineering architects, and result-focused leaders who have a great impact at the intersection of computer science, engineering, and ethics. And this program is 32 credit hours in total. So for this program, there are two core requirements. The first is CSYE 6200, Concepts of Object-Oriented Design, and then also Info 6205, Program Structures and Algorithms. The remainder of your credit hours will be electives of your choosing, with at least 12 credit hours under the code CSYE, so that's software engineering, and the remaining 12 credit hours can come from CSYE, DAMG, Info, or telecourse codes, again, providing you that flexibility depending on your own interests and professional goals. And last but not least, we have our data architecture and management program. The Data Architecture and Management program equips students with the knowledge and technical skills to engineer big data systems, curate and process data, and also ensure security to provide information and insights to industry leading decision makers. And this program provides you with sought after knowledge, all while exploring machine learning techniques that'll prepare you also for the next generation of data integration tools. And this program is also 32 credit hours in total. So, as a data architecture student, you are required to complete 4 core requirements covering topics from data science and data management to data architecture and business intelligence. The remaining credit hours in this program, 16 in total, will come from elective offerings of which you may choose any combination from CSYE, DAMG, Info, and Tele course codes. So, again, you have that flexibility in your elective choices. Right. And so, with that, I just want to highlight that these requirements and additional information for all of our programs covered today can be viewed in the Northeastern Academic Catalog. So, you can always search that and continue to look through the list if you would like to know more information. And so, a few final items from me today. So, I would like to share with you our MGen FAQ page. This page covers all the most frequently asked questions by our students. I highly recommend viewing this page as there's probably a good chance your question may have been asked and answered on this page. Of course, we're always available to answer any questions that may not be on that page. And you can also reach the page by scanning the QR code on the screen now or by going directly to the link, which is accessible on the College of Engineering Academics webpage. And with that, I will hand it back over to Emily to talk about our student ambassadors. Emily?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kaylee. So today on our webinar, we are joined by two of our graduate student ambassadors. Just a quick overview of our student ambassador team. They are current graduate engineering students, and they span across many of the programs that we offer through all of the departments within the Grad School of Engineering. And today we have Neha and Foram here to share their experiences with you. Before I pass it over and have them just introduce themselves and tell you a little bit more about their experience in the MGen department and as a student at Northeastern, I just would like to highlight this slide. If you can go ahead and scan this QR code, it's all the ways that you can access our student ambassadors, all the ways that you can communicate with them. They are invaluable resources. I know a lot of times you'll have questions about your application and requirements. And of course, in admissions, we are more than happy to assist you with those questions. But a lot of times you're going to have deeper questions about moving to Boston or moving to any of our global campuses. What is a student's day-to-day coursework like? What is being a student at Northeastern like? And these are where our student ambassadors come in and are able to provide you with their own experience and lots of information that can be offered beyond the admissions office. So I will go ahead and hand it over first to Neha, and then we can pass it to Faram to tell you a little bit about their programs and just their journey as a Northeastern student thus far. Thank you for joining, guys.
Thank you, Emily. Hey everyone, I'm Neha Gopinath and I'm currently pursuing my Master's in Information System at Northeastern Arlington campus. And I'm also serving as a graduate student ambassador team lead for the College of Engineering. So I'm excited to share my experience and the opportunities available in this program and answer any of your questions you may have in this webinar, or you can always reach out to us ambassador through WhatsApp, or I can provide my email ID as well. And a quick about what about ambassadors are. Our team consists of a graduate student ambassador from different program and campuses within the College of Engineering. So we share our uh, guidance and personal experiences with you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And uh, coming to why I chose to Northeastern and particularly this course is this in this MSIS, which I'm currently doing, has a nice blend of technical and business courses, and which helped me gain a lot of skills in ITs and business strategies, and and also this helped me get my co-op as well. So the course that I took as a business analysis and information engineering course, which helped me land up in my co-op. So before that, I was into a technical side, and once I did it, I was intrigued and helped me understand the business of the organization, and that's how I got a co-op. And a little bit, if I have to tell you about the campus resources, um, Northeastern offers a wide range of resources and the academic advising and career services for the tech and the networking events as well. And personal growth, I can say that this courses not only helps you grow in academically, also helps you grow professionally as well. Oh, and it helps you. We do a lot of real world projects and collaborate with the diverse community. So this helps you understand the diverse mentality, and you have to gain experience, and it makes you literally ready for to your career. So thank you. I would just pass it on to Forum, and I will just update my email ID in the chat box right now.
Hi everyone, I am Forum Trivedi and I am a graduate student ambassador for software engineering system on Boston campus. As they mentioned already that this is a great major to pursue, which blends perfectly if you are looking for software engineering. So yeah, why I chose Northeastern is the courses that they offer. It's up to you that on what side you have to go. They offer data courses, they offer DevOps courses. So they offer a wide range of courses, and the faculties are, as they already said, they comes directly from the industry. So you would get to know how it works here, and the insights from them are really valuable. And Northeastern offers huge resources, which means you would have advisors to help you, and they have career workshops. So that's great as well. Uh, yeah, that's it. I'll also put my mail in chat box. Thank you. And please feel free to reach out to us. We would be answering questions in personal email, on our common email. And please check out our website, also Instagram. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Neha and Faram, for sharing a little bit about your experience. So again, before I move from this slide, definitely take the time to scan this QR code. All of the different modes you can get in touch with our ambassadors are available. And we also have recordings on our YouTube page of webinars that are specifically led by our ambassadors, where they go into even more detail about things like housing and moving to Boston, and just any student information that you can want. All right. So I know we have a variety of participants on this webinar. So some of you who may have already been accepted to a program, first off, congratulations. And second of all, we always just like to share this roadmap. This is important information for those who have been accepted moving forward. Of course, you're going to want to start by paying your enrollment fee. That will give you access to begin coordinating your Northeastern accounts and making sure those are all set. For our international students, applying for your I-20 is a very important next step in getting ready to move to whichever campus you'll be attending, and planning out things like housing, and also planning for orientation attendance. Once a student is accepted, you receive all of that information about dates, times, and when to be expected on campus. Of course, again, for international students, you're going to want to check in with OGS, our Office of Global Services, to ensure that you are ready to go. Register for courses when that time comes, pay tuition and fees, all to get you ready to start on campus. And for those of you who are getting ready to apply, we have some information here for our spring and fall 2025 cycles. We are winding down for spring 2025. The only outstanding deadline there is for domestic students on December 1st, which is quickly approaching. So if you are a domestic student and are interested in starting for spring 2025, you have a couple more weeks to submit your application there. And then for fall 2025, our application is open and we are currently accepting. December 1st is going to be that priority deadline for all PhD applications. So that might not necessarily be applicable to anyone on this webinar. January 15th is our priority deadline for all master's programs. What priority deadline means is that we don't review any applications before the priority deadline, and we start our cycle of review after the priority deadline. So if you do go ahead and apply before January 15th, you're guaranteed to be in that first round of review. We do continue to accept applications for all students, even past that. So all the way until June 1st for all international students currently living outside the US, July 1st for international students who are currently residing in the US and Canada, and August 1st for domestic and Canadian students. So applying as soon as possible is definitely recommended, but we do have a wide range of time available there to apply for our fall 2025 programs. And here on this slide, we have some of our admissions requirements. I know we've already received a few questions in the Q&A about a fee waiver code, and that is highlighted here for you. I will cover it briefly on this slide, but the next slide is completely dedicated to instructions about using the fee waiver code. So definitely take a picture of this now, but I will go into more detail in just a second. Other admissions requirements include 2 letters of recommendation. We do prefer academic references if those are available to you. If not, professional references are acceptable as well. You'll be required to submit your unofficial transcripts at the time of application. We follow up later on in time to secure those official transcripts. We do require a statement of purpose as well as your resume. You can see here there's a very fine line through the GRE requirement. As of right now, the GRE requirement is currently waived, so we do not require you to submit GRE scores. If you've taken the GRE and have strong scores that you'd like considered in your application, you are more than welcome to submit those. However, they're not required, so if you do not submit GRE scores, that element of the application review is taken out and it's not considered whatsoever. And for those of you who are joining us from internationally and are not on the list of waived countries of English speaking, we do require a English proficiency exam to be taken, and we do accept either the IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo exams. And last but not least, ways to stay in touch. These are just some important email addresses and websites. If there are any questions that you had that pertain to your own specific application that we weren't able to cover in today's session, you can email us in admissions, that's coe-gradadmissions@northeastern.edu. We're happy to take a deeper dive into your file there in a setting other than a webinar where we can actually go in, type in your file, and look at any issues you might be having. And of course, again, email for our student ambassadors. We also have general FAQ on our website, more tailored to admissions rather than the MGen FAQ earlier, which will definitely cover more specific questions about your programs of interest. So again, just a great slide to keep in mind and utilize as you go forward. And we do have a little bit of time for some additional Q&A. Oh, I did want to forget this slide here. These are social media accounts that are specific to our MGen department. So definitely very valuable. Another slide I will leave up for just a minute so you can take a screenshot, make sure you follow all these amazing accounts. All right, so now I will take a look in our chat so we can cover some Q&A questions. So just give me one moment to pull this up. All right. So we have quite a few questions about the background for the MSIS Bridge program. So students are wondering, even if they do have somewhat of a technical background, can they still apply for the Bridge program, or what is kind of the demographic of students who would most benefit from applying to the Bridge program?
Thank you, Emily. Yeah, I can definitely jump in and answer this. So, for our bridge program, really the difference between that and our regular track MSIS is that we take those first two courses, the Info 5001 and 5002, to slowly introduce you to the software engineering world, learning how to code maybe for the first time, the fundamentals, just getting used to what, the advanced tech space looks like. So that's really the difference. So if you do come from a tech background, but you feel that you might want a little bit more time and more of a step-by-step approach to getting accustomed to the software engineering space, then Bridge would definitely still be right for you. So we welcome folks from non-STEM, but also technical backgrounds as well, who again, maybe just want to have a little more time to make that transition to the software space.
Awesome, thank you. Scroll through here. All right. A couple questions about research assistantships or teaching assistantships that might be available to students in any of these programs. I know from an admissions standpoint, as far as MS programs, the assistantships are a little bit more rare as opposed to PhD students. There's definitely on-campus jobs that students can apply for once they arrive on campus at Northeastern. But Kaylee, is there anything specific to students in these programs that might be available once they arrive on campus?
Yeah, absolutely. I can speak to our teaching assistants within our program. So we do have teaching assistants that we hire across all of our campus locations. So that is an opportunity for our students, regardless of the campus they choose to study at. I will say teaching assistant opportunities are only available starting in your second year. And this is because we really want you to take your first year to focus on your courses, get familiar with material, and then once you're the expert, then you can assist other students with those courses as well. So it will be an opportunity for you to apply for down the road.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, a couple questions about English proficiency requirements being waived. I know there's a specific question here for Nigeria. I know off the top of my head that Nigeria is on the list of English-speaking countries that is waived, so you will not have to take an English proficiency exam. However, on the FAQ for admissions, there is the full list there. So I recommend visiting our website and looking at the FAQ there just to get a full perspective of which countries we do require the English proficiency exam from and which countries are waived. Right, thank you to our ambassadors who are answering questions in the chat as well. I want to make sure we can get to as many as possible. Right. Oh, I saw a question up here regarding the Silicon Valley campus. Does Northeastern University Silicon Valley campus provide software engineering systems?
So at our Silicon Valley campus, we only offer our information systems and information systems bridge programs currently. Software engineering, though, is offered in Boston and as well as Arlington. So you do have those two campus options for that program.
Awesome, thank you. I see a question here about a student who started multiple applications and if it will affect their chances of admission for either program. The answer is no. You can apply for as many programs as you'd like under the College of Engineering and even outside the College of Engineering. Those applications are all reviewed separately. So if you choose not to move forward with one of those applications, there's no need to complete it. It won't be sent into review until it's completed. So I think here, if you're more interested in applying for the MSIS Bridge program, definitely go through, complete that application. And if you decide that you don't want to continue with your data science application, it won't be sent to review unless it's a completed application. So no need to worry there. All right. See a couple questions here about scholarships and again, more about assistantships and things that might be available. There are some helpful pages on our website that cover tuition assistance and financial aid. Scholarship information is included there, as well as links to other outside scholarships, especially for international students that might be available. So I definitely recommend taking a look at our website for a lot of information there. That way you can click on links and see more information and be able to get all the information you need there.
I say, and Emily, if I can just add to that briefly too.
Yeah.
So we're really growing in our information systems and information systems bridge programs. So if you also view the College of Engineering page, they'll tell you as well, there may be specific scholarships based on location that are associated with new launches. So if you're interested in a particular campus, you may have an opportunity for scholarships in that way too. So I definitely recommend, as Emily said, checking out those pages for additional information.
Thank you. I just saw a question that I answered about not being able to receive a visa in time to start a program. So if you are accepted, you are eligible to defer up to 2 semesters. So that is only if you are formally accepted into a program. You can submit a request to defer, and we have instructions on that on our website as well. So no need to worry. I know sometimes things happen with visas. There is always the option to defer up to 2 semesters. And then after that, you would have to reapply. All right. So I see a couple questions here too that are a little bit more specific to individual applications. So before we end the presentation, in the chat, I'm also just going to include our admissions email address. That's coe-gradadmissions@northeastern.edu. So please don't hesitate to reach out here as well. We have a great team of operations folks who are more than happy to dive into your application and answer any questions that pertain specifically to you. That way, we can take a deeper dive, open up your file, and take a look at everything. Let's see, is there any other questions we can answer here before we end our session? Priority deadline for MSIS, a couple questions here. I know the priority deadline for all master's programs is January 15th. They're asking if that deadline is in fact December 1st. Kaylee, do you have any information about that?
The regular deadlines for the College of Engineering as a whole are the same deadlines that we follow. So anything you find on the College of Engineering webpage, follow that. That is the hard and true guidance as far as timelines go for admissions.
Thank you. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. So
Yeah.
yes, for any master's programs, priority deadline there is going to be January 15th. December 1st is priority deadline for all PhD programs. Awesome. All right. And one last thing, I will just type that application fee waiver again in the chat. That's apply COE 2025. And just another bit of information on that application fee waiver code that we highlighted. The fee waiver code is case and spelling sensitive. So when you're entering in this fee waiver code, please just be sure to enter it exactly as I've just typed in the chat. You could copy and paste it and include it that way. And the fee waiver code is only available prior to submitting your application. So if you've already submitted your application, we unfortunately cannot retroactively apply that fee waiver code. You must enter it in the application information tab as you're filling out your application, excuse me, and getting ready to submit that. So again, that fee waiver code is apply COE 2025, and I've just entered that there in the chat function. All right, so that does bring us to the end of our session. I again want to thank everyone for joining. Thank you so much, Kaylee, for diving into all of the program information. Thank you to Neha and Forum for joining and giving your perspective as graduate students. Again, if there's any questions we weren't able to cover in today's presentation, don't hesitate to reach out. A recording of this webinar will be sent to you after the presentation. It will be available on YouTube. So again, thank you everyone for your time today, and we look forward to seeing your applications.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day.